Welcome back to Old War Stories with Uncle Jay. This one is entitled, You Can at the Whiz. Ooh, this was a fun one. I worked at the Whiz. The Whiz was a retail electronics store in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area throughout the 1980s and 1990s through up until about 2002 or maybe 3. So anyway, there I am working at the Whiz. I started as a cashier, and eventually they asked me if I wanted to go to the home office department. That was on the other side of the store. And over there we sold, well shit, this is stuff that I'm interested in. We sold computers, printers, fax machines, PDAs. We didn't have smartphones, but we did sell cell phones. We sold that. We sold calculators, graphing calculators. We even sold air conditioners in the summer. We sold telephones, answering machines, and all kinds of telephony equipment as such. We sold ink cartridges, paper, cables to interconnect the stuff. And the Whiz sold all the other electronica like Walkmans and TVs, VCRs, DVD players, and that was all on the other side of the store. But I was in the home office or computer department, as I have explained before. I made a lot of money selling telephones. I can tell you stories for hours about customers that would come in looking for telephones. The big sellers were cordless phones. Not that they weren't that common, but they were certainly fetching a higher price tag than your regular old coiled cord landline phone. And who the fuck even uses these things today except for Jordan Yu and people who are smart, who have a landline still and don't just rely on their fucking smell phone. Anyway, we sold cordless phones. So we sold all the different brands. We sold Uniden. We sold Panasonic. We sold Sony. We sold, you name it, we sold it. AT&T, Lucent, some other brands as well. Even AudioVox made a cordless phone or two over the years. I concentrated mainly on the Panasonic and AT&T phones, as I thought they gave you the best bang for your buck and worked the best out of all of them. Jordan Yu will disagree. Hello, viewers. But anyways, hello, viewers. Hello, viewers. Hello, viewers. Anyways, we sold all of this stuff, so I sold a lot of telephones. We had a wall, a slat wall. This is a wall that sort of looks like the siding behind me there, where it has these slats cut in it, and we had these peg hooks that would go in there with a special mount, and it had a little platform that you would put the cordless phone on. These phones were not demonstrable in any way, but they were there. They were the real deal. We had a floor model box, and people would pick these phones up all the time, go to put them back, and they'd fall and hit the floor. This is why you never buy a floor model. They've been dropped more times than you even know about or can count up to. Don't buy a floor model anything. Anyway, there are exceptions, of course, to every rule, except there are no exceptions to that rule. Anyways, the corded phones were not such a hot ticket item, so we put those out on the bottom shelf. There's the floor that you stand on and a little like step up. It's really this high. It wasn't anything spectacular, and we would pack out all the corded phones there, and I think they were around somewhere on display. Anyways, so that had packouts of cordless phones there, and one day during the week they decided to give me busy work. And they said, get rid of all the cordless phones. Where do I put them? Put them in the back in the stock room. Okay, what are we going to put there? Printers. We have a lot of printers. But the computers are over there. Just put the printers out. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it was, it didn't make a difference. So So they gave me this busy work to do. So, you know, how many can you carry at a time? 5. You stack the boxes up, you stick it under your chin, and you walk like this, like you would books in school. Wait, nobody did that except for the nerd like me. Anyways, you would walk with these and take 5, 6 at a time to the back, and then put them on the shelf, trying not to drop them, because you wouldn't like it if somebody dropped the thing that you were buying. So you took pride, or at least I did. So another week or two goes by, and the printers run thin. And they said, put the corded phones down there. Oh, actually, I screwed the story up. There were corded phones there. They told me, put the corded phones in the back and put printers there. And then, the next week, they had me put the corded phones back, not knowing that another manager had me take them off of there the prior week. But he had me and this other guy I worked with, Scott, who was another long hair, thank you very much. Scott was pretty cool. He had a Mercury Cougar, I believe, and I don't remember much else, but he was pretty cool. So Scott and I said, oh shit. So anyway, there were like 5 printers left on the little step there. We put those back quick. And I said, all right, Scott, let's go to the back, start getting phones. So we're walking to the back, and we get in the stock room. So now we're off the sales floor, and I say, you know, Scott, a week ago they had me take all of these corded phones from the bottom shelf where they were and put them in the back. And now they want us to put them back out. He said, all right, well, no problem. Did I tell you about... And we would start telling stories back and forth. So we'd go in the back, and we'd start talking for 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Each grab 5 or 6 phones, walk out with them like this again, pack them out on the floor, stand there for a minute or two, finish up whatever story, and then we go back to the back to get another round. And it took 8, 10 trips, I don't know. So we killed, you know, like a half a day doing this. It was pretty good. Well, finally, we got down to the last batch of phones. So there were 11 phones there. I took 5, and Scott was going to take the other 5. What about the 11th phone? The 11th phone was an AT&T corded wall phone, and the box was totally stomped on, crushed, beaten to shit. Half of the top was ripped off. It was all fucked up. It was something that you couldn't sell if you wanted to. So we're back there and we're telling stories, and I said, yeah, I guess we ought to grab the rest of these and get back out there and start selling shit so we can make some money. So he said, yeah. So I grabbed my 5, he grabbed his 5, and then he grabbed that 11th phone. I said, you can't put that out. He said, you can at the Wiz. And sure as shit, we put it out. This ratty box sitting right there on top of the shit. Oh, Scott was a real character. He was awesome. Yeah, so, yeah, I just the way he said that, you can at the Wiz, like the Wiz is so fucked up like this box that of course you can do that. Oh, that was a good time. So this one ended on a good note, and yeah, probably they ended up selling that phone, obviously at a discounted price, but they did sell it, so I guess you really could at the Wiz. My. Speaking of which, I had told a story about the Wiz and this other guy, Andrew Lerner, in an episode of Old War Stories with Uncle Jay. I think that was called No English, and you can view that if you want. And Andrew had purchased a set of Klipsch speakers that were, yeah, floor models, but they were missing the grills on the front. They just are these snap-on plastic frame things with the speaker fabric thing over the front, and they just snap on, and you can pull them off, and you can leave them bare if you want. But he wanted the covers, and he called up Klipsch, and they said, what model speakers? Oh yeah, no problem, we'll send you out a new set. and they just did. No charge. That's the kind of company you want to deal with. Klipsch made some excellent speakers, and I got a set in my living room that kick ass. Oh, those are nice speakers. They still make speakers today. I'm not certain, but I think they're owned by the Vox Corporation, VOXX, which is a division that, which is a company that now holds AudioVox, Klipsch, Energy, I think, which is a Klipsch brand or something like that. It's just a big corporation, and that. So I think they hold the copyrights and all that to the Klipsch stuff. So I don't know if they're the same kind of customer service they used to be, but anyway, that was that. So this one actually ended on a positive note. Look at that. You can at the Wiz, and hell, we sure did. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.